some tech issues in the very first match of the night that kind of carried over. And yet here we are, despite all of those stoppages, you know, not too far behind. I mean, 9 minutes past the initial start time, but that's kind of within normalcy anyways a lot of the time. So no worries, as right now, whoa! Not worrying on the shot, but the re-grab could not lose it fast enough, so cruising, getting the goal.
Instinct winning that initial joust, getting that downfield possession, getting it behind the goal in a quick exchange of possession, cruising able to come out on top with the dunk.
Like, that, I don't know, the defender there, maybe not even realizing he had the disc or just couldn't get rid of it. Either way, held it like a trophy for a second, but then that trophy got stolen in a hurry there for the score. So it's 2 points going to Instinct first. Nova, very interesting team, though. They had a really strong opening week, so I was excited to see them. But even Instinct, just the same. A couple new members on the roster, and just a lot of intrigue going into this matchup, Spot.
Yeah, this should be a good game. I love watching Nova's games, having a very solid victory from last week. We all saw the clip. Great game. And this slap, that's not there from Kavici. Kavici able to recover and send it right back in.
Okay, Kev, I got you. See, on that one, he was about to make, somehow, don't even ask how, he was about to make Shackton a fool, but no, he got his own rebound. He put it in there. And he's going to be on the positive side of that highlight by the end of it because he still got the 2 points.
Able to recover on that error. Still putting 2 on the board. With joust advantage, it is Nova.
And Nova down by a couple. Interesting thing that happened right there, but not me this time, probably, I assure you. I fixed that, I swear. Now over here goes the Venom. Venom finding Ascend, sorry. Over to the other side now, taken by Zesper. There are some quick stacks. Ascend, whoa, the pass almost through. That was going to be an absolutely gorgeous play. I was ready to jump out of my seat, but it was not meant to be.
So Instinct will recover it in that bubble. Immediately going for behind the goal, and a slap by Kavici from cruising at 3 meters.
And that one, great job by Instinct to capitalize, and yeah, 6 quick points, but nothing too insurmountable there to overcome if you're on Nova.
So with joust advantage, Nova down by 6, going for that pass in their backfield, trying to get something down, getting the give and go, but getting stunned out at the mid by Kavici.
That is some nice quickness and briskness on those stacks, not giving Nova really any time to react. And you saw Ascend there, I think, just he turned his head around for not even a split second, and then suddenly the stack out of nowhere.
So Ascend coming out of goal, getting that slap off, but leaving it open for Kavici to pick up another 2 points.
So 8 points now after another 30 seconds passing off the clock there. So 3 minutes off the clock in this first round. Up by a good margin for Instinct, but Nova here, we'll see what they do. They have some very nice rollouts on their side for sure, as Dimwee tries to make something happen for him. It's Zesper up top. There's a pair of defenders in there, just squeezes that pass right through, but see the immediate stack. Now actually, they lose their stack, so this could be good for Nova now, giving them a chance to finally breathe and maybe find some offense if they can. Now that's going to be a tough catch and indeed an intercept.
A great rollout from Nova, just with a long pass at the very end of it, and they can't finish it.
Yeah, that one also, once again, buying Nova some time to breathe, this time on defense. But definitely for them, they wish they could take that one back and maybe have another go at the offense. And maybe they will, Spot, because there's a steal and a light clear into the other side.
But with that quick stack, Instinct is there under pressure from Nova, but Nova not able to finish it with a quick slap out from Instinct into the hands of Konamara.
Yeah, just with all those punches on the bottom, numbing the skulls, you can call them Nova Kane. And I'm insane as the Spank goes for the shot off the back, and what an insane shot. That was right in it for the 11th point, man. Instinct is rolling, dude.
Instinct looking unstoppable. Nova with 5 minutes left. They've got time to make something happen. They got to alter their game strategy, and they got to do it now.
No, I gotta say, like, I love me some Nova. I also love Instinct too. They had some really impressive games last season that I really legitimately enjoyed casting and just watching them. Of course, their roster a little bit different now, but Nova, I love me some Nova. It's hard not to when my partner on casting Sir Dimwee is just But I love both these teams right now, and I want to see this be a competitive match. Go to game 3, delays or not. Spank, no delay on that shot. Let's see some rebuttal from Nova. It's not the first time we've actually seen them playing from kind of behind in their first or second match rather. They had one against Ignite. It was. In their second round, they got kind of blown out by Ignite, and then the third round, they still came back and won that series impressively. So I want to see some of that again. Force this tight competition, force that round 3.
Dimwee has talked about his team having first-round jitters, and it might just be that result, but as Spank gets that pass from Konamara at 5 meters, extending the lead to 16 points.
Yeah. 16, I mean, what more can you say? It's just absolutely rolling for them. Again, the intrigue in this match, part of it is Instinct and the fact that they are running with some new players in here, bringing in Spank and then Cruisin'. And they're looking good. I thought it was interesting bringing in Cruisin' because we know he's quite a good goalie, but Kavichi just as well. Very, very good inside the goal. And so it was interesting them adding a second defender like that, but you know what? The speed is just buying them so many points right now.
They're making all the stops that they need to. They're getting everything over on this Nova offense and defense. It's going to be very difficult for Nova to get any traction in this round.
Yeah, and so what I was trying to get at anyways, before that happened, is just I was interested in seeing how that played out by taking kind of 2 more defensive players traditionally into their team, but it seems like Instinct hasn't missed a beat. If nothing else, they're just looking even more dangerous, and that's a scary thing.
So trying to get into this rhythm is Nova, trying to get that stop, and they do get the possession in the backfield, but not able to finalize it with a bounce off shield.
Sir Dimwee does get that one. That's a deep pass and a nice one at that. Quickly on the stack, doesn't matter because the 2 points finally there from Zesper.
Nova crashing that goal, putting as much interference as they can on that goalie. Zesper with the 2 at 6 meters.
Absolutely, and over to Twitch chat, hello to everyone. Rox Titan in there saying, what's happening? Instinct is rolling. Nothing more you can say about that. They've just been forcing turnovers and making an abundance of shots. That much is clear. You don't need me to tell you that because you can look at the scoreboard. But like I was saying a moment ago, for Nova, they've come back from a blown-out round before in Week 1 against Ignite, so it's certainly within their reach to return here.
And a shout-out from Control Flirt Delete, a member of the Onward community. It's so nice to have these inter-community interactions, and thank you for joining our stream.
Yeah, from Onward community, part of VRML, Respawn, contributor of many things in VR, as contributing the 2 more points is Konamara Chaos, assisted by Kavichi off that bounce.
12, 11, 10, 9, so with 21 points, Nova is still within dangerous territory. Any shot could force a mercy.
Also seeing Rickster in there saying that their team name I mentioned on the cast earlier, play on words over 6 feet under. Well, yeah, I thought that was the idea. Like your name is 6 feet over, but like the name itself is kind of a play on the phrase 6 feet under. Is that not the case? Because if it's not, it should be. But over here to the other side it goes, taken over by Nova. Venom on the bottom, looks for a clear out to the tunnel, and he does get that.
So Nova with this boost from their backfield, trying to get an advantage on this offense for Instinct, but not able to put pressure where they need to.
And right there, not a high-pressure save at all for Dimwee. It gently coming into his grasp as he sends it over there. The defense playing very tightly. It's Kavichi, I believe, yes. Pressuring hard, but does not come away with a disc.
So Venom with possession, trying to pull that defender out of position. Getting that shot in the bubble. Sir Dimwee at 6 meters, exactly what they need. But with 30 seconds remaining, it's unlikely that they will come back.
Yeah, round 1 definitely in the books no matter what here, but round 2, that's going to be the interesting one. It's seeing if for Nova they can play with that even-keeled demeanor that Dimwee, was. I had a conversation with him about that, and he was saying in that Ignite game, that's kind of what helped them come back, is the fact that they just went into that third round after being blown out. They didn't feel, you know, any negative emotion really. I mean, they weren't feeling happy obviously, but it just didn't get to them. You know, they played on. It was just another round. It's like, okay, that's fine. That happened. Let's go on to the next one. And that's the kind of attitude that they need to have right here going into the second, because if they don't have that, it's going to be instinct just continuing their role.
So these players are discussing rotating servers. They might have an issue with their ping. We will find out in just a few seconds.
Now, if I can be a totally incompetent caster for a second and ask what that score was, I believe 21-4, yes, but I was busy talking. I didn't note it down. So yes, do my job for me, chat. Make yourself useful. I'm kidding. I love you. But do tell me. Okay, good. Shepard always covering me on that. Luckily, the last couple times I've actually been right on my first guess, but you know, it's always a gamble, and I'm not a gambling man, unless I am. But no, because we discussed that. No gambling in these parts. No. And
there is no gambling.
But Sputnik, just make sure, since I have the players on mute and stuff, just keep me updated if you hear anything coming out of their mouths that I might need to be aware of. But otherwise,
it seems they have stopped talking, so I have nothing to listen to.
Well, how very antisocial of them. I guess we'll have to do the talking for them. How's the weather, Sput?
Well, the wind conditions are very windy. The weather's fine. I mean, it's been a great day. I got out a run in. How has your day been?
Shout out to Skinny, the weather conditions. Was that Skinny or was that Kung? Can't even remember at this point. I think it was, oh boy.
It was Skinny asking Kung, what are the wind conditions?
Yeah.
And Kung misinterpreting his question.
Yeah, win for wind. Well, hey.
As Andy comes out with
sorry about
in honor of Skinny.
Sorry about that. Sput's mic's cutting out there, as you can tell.
Well, we have one more matchup tonight after this round. Not able to cast the reboot match that was happening at the same time. Maybe one of them has their perspective stream up. But the players are talking right now, and two of them have dropped out of the session.
Well,
so they are moving to a different server.
That's usually a pretty good indicator of where this is going. So we will have to wait, I guess, for a new invite and get on again to the next round. So again, 21-4. You can see those highlights there playing over for you on the stream. In the meantime, keeping you freshly entertained. We've got the content in bunches here, even if it's just recycled from 5 minutes ago. Do enjoy. That said, we can still sit here and talk, but I don't know. You know, weather. It's an entertaining thing. That thing. Weather.
Sorry, I'm just listening to these players in game, trying to figure out what's going on.
No worries. But yeah, hi chat, Andy in there quite a bit, talking along with YouTube, so a pair of Infinite members up in there. As well as Danimal, aka Shepard from Flare. We saw them 15, 20 minutes ago, something like that, and successful matchup for them against the Spaghetti. Rickster too, we saw in that first match for 6 foot over under. I don't know. What's the over and under of me actually getting that right consistently? Seems like I'm awfully... Fair enough. I'm getting awfully tongue-tied tonight. See, I even have to slow down just to say that. Too many T's. Again, I gotta stop. Oh, Rox Titan saying, yo, Pally. Or, sorry, hey, yo, Pally. Plug my video check. Rox Titan, yeah, made an excellent video analyzing the, what was it, Team Joker versus Infinite match, I do believe. Something like 18 minutes long or so. And yeah, it's one of those kind of guided commentaries of sorts. Made a couple of those once upon a time. But yeah, it's great to see Rox make it. So check that out over on the Discord, on the YouTubes. And not the YouTube in the chat, but the YouTube on the internet. Different YouTube. But yeah, very, very good video. Always nice to see the video analysis coming in from the community. And still waiting on an invite here, it looks like. Yep. So yeah, nice to see those efforts coming in from the community, teaching people the ways of the game, and Rox Titan's certainly a great person to learn from. A longtime player and a world's greatest sub as of these last couple of weeks, although I think maybe, allegedly, rumor has it, maybe something forming in the near future, who knows. But yes. And on that note as well, if anyone does want to submit their community content, their videos, what have you, feel free to contact any of the casters, really, but me as well, just because I'm, camming a lot of these anyway, so I can get it into the hands of everyone else pretty easily. But yes, if you want your stuff featured and you get credited for it, like you see those videos at the beginning sometimes, like a Ash Pools video or Exhibits VRML promotional video, things like that. We can definitely take that and kind of feature you on the stream. Unfortunately for Rox, video is much too long for us to play on the stream, but it's still an excellent one, just the same.
Palidore, did you get the invite to the new game?
Have not.
Okay, be on the lookout for that. Sir Dimwee is going to hopefully send you an invite.
I mean, the thing is, too, Instinct, there's still 4 players for Instinct, all on the old server, the current server, whatever you want to call it. They're still here. So I don't know if we're at some sort of weird standstill, old Western shootout. Everyone's kind of taking position. Red Dead Redemption style. Now there's something I really enjoyed playing between the preseason and season 1. That was my one game. I finally had time to play something, anything. It was Red Dead Redemption 2. My favorite story-based game, probably my favorite story-based game of all time. So good. Just on a side note.
I played a little bit of Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, and that was about as close as I got to playing a new game. Have you played that game yet, Palidore?
Have not, but it's on my list. Also, The Only Zeus, shout out. See, I took a few minutes, but I didn't miss you. There you go.
You can also follow Palidore on Instagram at Palidore.
The Instagram that I haven't used since 2017? Yes, go for it.
You actually have an Instagram set up?
I very briefly had one set up after Oculus Connect 4, and therefore the only pictures on there are from Oculus Connect 4.
I'm going to check it out right now.
Do it. Chronic
You're
Pones.
Have to add me back.
Chronic Pones in the chat saying, "You're all right, boy." Shout out to Arthur Morgan. Yes, sir. Okay, so Sir Dimwee did ping me. Yeah, oh, never mind. That's old. Same thing, though, just talking about the server changes. There's still 2 people remaining in this current server. There's 1 Nova player now, for some reason. I thought they all left. And now and 1 Kavichi. A Kavichi is in the server. So they're trying to communicate. Still no invites coming through. Many apologies for the delays. Trying to keep you entertained, though. I do not know how well it's working. I mean, judging by the numbers, which have at least stayed somewhat constant, at worst, I'm just a net neutral on the entertainment scale because we're not gaining or losing. So I'll take it.
Look at you with 41 followers and 16 following. You've got a good ratio on Instagram.
Yeah. I'm just farming those followers, trying to sell it one day.
How much money would you sell it for?
I don't know. How much you got in your pocket right now?
I think I got a Skittle and a paperclip.
Yeah, fine. That's good. That's fine.
All right, I'll notarize it and I'll send it you.
I mean, if there are any higher bids over in the chat, do let me know. Oh no, the viewers decreased by 2. Sputnik. This Instagram discussion has tanked ratings tremendously, and we're on the verge of cancellation here in VR Master League.
You can blame everything on me. I will take it.
I will gladly, every single time.
So have you received that invite yet as we wait for this Best of Sputnik video? What is the Best of Sputnik video? I definitely don't want to see that.
Yeah, I do not know, but I'll watch it. I won't like it, but I'll watch it. I'm
That
kidding.
sounds about right.
See, this is good. I have someone just to kind of fire things off at. It makes for entertaining streams. Yeah? I don't know. I'm thinking out loud here. The numbers! They're stuck at 30. I demand 32 or riot. Still waiting for invites, however. Want to see a Pally pun video? How much time do you have? We talked about Rox's 18-minute long one. Good luck. Good luck compiling all the Pally puns, especially from preseason, into an 18-minute or less video. I guess if you do like a best of, you can manage something, but even then.
If you want to make a video, I will watch it,
And
and I will appreciate it.
just as likely as anything, that kind of video could also tank the ratings, for all I know. Puns are so divisive. That's why when I do try and work them in, most of the time, they're going to be in the context, direct context of what's happening without too much of a hitch. Other times I get super giddy. I'm like, I have to say this, it doesn't quite fit, but I'll say it anyways, and I'll probably hear about it later on, depending on which team it is, I guess. But I'm sorry. You can only contain the door for so long before it just has to get one out. Which is to say, open the door on some puns.
I feel like you're going to say a pun at any moment, so I don't want to interject.
I would, but sorry, I was distracted here as I finally got an invite. Great news.
All right. There we go. So I'm just waiting on that match to come up.
27 viewers. Oh man, I'm feeling the heat now. I'm gonna get a call from upper management. They're going to be like, Palidore, the quality of your puns have severely declined in the last 15 minutes. The quota has not been met, and therefore, don't hit yourself on the way out. Which is to say, don't let the door hit the door on the way out, which really is, it's all kinds of complex. Don't think too hard, because it makes my brain hurt.
My brain is already hurting.
Isn't it always? All right, here it is on Atlas for you. Press it. Let me know, and we'll get right back in the game.
All right, I'm back in, and we're ready to start this match, having lost 7 viewers. Hopefully we can get them right back.
Lost and found someone. Anyway, all right. We are getting there, I promise. Now, I know there's another match scheduled to start right about now, unfortunately. What one was it there? Skull Crusaders versus Reboot. So kind of the same kind of case. Actually, no, I lied. That's not until half an hour from now. Oh, yay! That is great news, stream, isn't it? Because we're not delayed at all, actually. We have a gap. It's great. All right. So, with that said, you ready, Sput? Spot. Spot. Chat, I've lost my Sputnik. What do? Well, if I thought it was difficult keeping a stream entertained with Sput alongside me, now I'm solo for the moment.
Hey, what does that mean?
Oh, well, where'd you go?
I had to step away for the moment. I had someone calling me, and I apologize for that.
No problem. Yeah, I was reaching out to you, man, and I didn't hear a call back, so I thought I was just riding solo. Maybe you're talking about your graphics card getting so hot. Thought maybe something kind of smoked out on you, and I was gonna be alone for a few.
I'm still here. I haven't left you just yet.
Why not? Just kidding. Love you, Spot. Love you, Spot.
It's all right. I love you too.
Okay, good. All right, we're ready. Teams have both readied up. We'll have that however long intermission on the clock. Let's go visit, huh?
So Nova looking to come back from that first round upset. Hopefully we can see Nova back on their A game, giving Instinct a run for their money.
What's this I hear about money we already established? That's not permitted. Wink, wink. No, but seriously, it's not. Wink, wink. But seriously.
Yeah, I have to stop using that reference since we are not allowed to put money on any games or gamble.
Yeah. All in good fun. We jest here in VR Master League all the time, every day, all day, except in this case because we are very serious when we say no gambling. Wink, wink. All right, I'm really done now.
So as we wait for these teams to ready up, there we go.
Can you imagine Sputnik having to do that for 14 hours between little intermissions?
That sounds intense.
Not that that's happened before. Anyway, over here we'll go down the middle. Finally, off it goes, and first taken here by absolutely no one except Instinct after a few extra seconds. They're going to try and back it out, but get stunned instead, so Zesper takes it and finds the back pass to Sir Dimwee. You got to wonder. Sorry, go ahead.
So with the pass to Ascend getting some momentum, trying to find this cross-court pass does to Venom. Venom getting downfield too. Zesper for that one-on-one. This is what they need, sending it back. Trying to get this bubble offense set up.
And now maybe, off the back there, just barely missing. But maybe now that Nova has, in a way, had time to recollect just based off that server change. We'll see if they can buy themselves some buckets here.
Instinct losing possession, but able to recover and getting it downfield. Their stacks are so fast, getting these stuns in the backfield, giving the chance for Nova to recover it.
And recover they do. Someone asking there in the chat, who won round one? Rosie. That is my cue to push the appropriate button, and there it is. 1 round for Instinct. That is correct. It was a 21-4. They were just rolling in that first round. Then we got a long intermission there as they figure out the server situation. So despite the fact, again, Instinct was rolling, you got to wonder, 1, if Nova has managed to recollect off of it, and 2, if Instinct is feeling a little bit iced because of it. Who knows?
Nova has definitely been speeding up their boosts, getting back into position.
And finding themselves with the disc at the bottom. It's Kavichi eyeing the defense. Everyone there playing in the bubble. He's looking for his back pass. Gets it off to Cruisin.
Cruisin trying to get Isan to pressure him. Pulling him out of offense. Getting that stun is what they need in the bubble. Zesper with possession, looking for some type of pass going cross-court to his teammate and up to Venom.
Venom now just avoiding Kavichi as Kavichi swoops down with that defensive claw of his. He's basically the I don't know, Kawhi Leonard of the league. Why not? Over to Zesper, though. He is going to go for the shot, and it is got for the first 2 on Nova's side.
Nova happy with that, taking the lead for the first time this series. This is what they needed. They needed to slow it down. They needed to play to their advantages, and they needed to find the time to shoot when they need to.
Yeah, that was a solid shot. And speaking of, solid shot over there in Twitch. Subscribing with Twitch Prime in the clutch. Thank you so much. That's amazing. And off it goes as these teams are blazing down with the stacks and collecting once again. Looks like maybe Venom, he gets stunned. And the overshoot may be costing a Nova here for a second.
So with this scramble in a back pass, Dimwee to take it. Dimwee looking right back for that initial pass from Venom. Taking this possession into their backfield, trying to pull that stack that you see at the front out of position.
And just finds itself right back to the hands here. Instinct, they're going to go forward and back, looking for those crosses. They get it, but off the head, doesn't matter. Rebound to Connemara.
Zesper not happy with that, gesturing with his hands. But they're still in this match with a tie game, joust advantage to Nova.
So right now, the tie-up, already a few minutes, 3.5 expired off the clock here as we go for that low rollout that Nova pulls sometimes. So I was prepared, more or less. But yeah, right now the score, a lot less so compared to the first. Ooh, I swear this is not me. Over here to Sir Dimwee, gets that pass, the back pass, looking for a forward one, just trying to evade the defenders. The stack really just pushing hard and kind of baiting him into maybe throwing that one earlier than he'd like. But luckily, Nova does retain for a moment at least.
Nova just looking out of sync, not able to get into the groove that they typically play in. They're just looking like a different team today.
Yeah, so I guess that inadvertent timeout, whatever you want to call it, it did buy them, at the very least, a slower paced second round here because Instinct was rolling hard. Again, 21-4 in round 1 in the 10 minutes. And right now we're 5 minutes through just about, and only 4 points combined by these two teams. So it is a tale of 2 rounds unfolding in VRML as this shot goes out and is taken by Ascend.
So Ascend with positioning, getting that pass to Venom. Venom with a little bit of latency, sending it cross court, recovering by Zesper. These teams are just having a hard time, and it's showing.
Venom getting brawled at, and a great pass, short range. Now that had to be just a perfect catch by Ascend to even have a chance at that one. A tight angle, but great catch, great dunk.
9, 8, 7, 6.
With the advantage to Nova. Nova looking to keep this lead, just advantage to Instinct.
Cruisin takes this for Instinct over to the side wall. The stack getting broken up for Nova at the moment, so this is buying Instinct a lot of time to work it down the floor. Trying to make some headway, perhaps. Finally, the rest of the players starting to join on the front line. And yeah, no progress really for Instinct. They had a good chance to move on up, but couldn't find the headway, so it will be Nova again on possession.
Orange clears it out.
With that pass to Zesper. Zesper taking it up with this 1v1, but under pressure from the stack. Getting that cross-court pass, but cut off by Cruisin.
Cruisin read that a mile away. He was really prepared to jump out at that. And right now for Instinct, prepared to shoot it, prepared to boost it. Can they find the goal? They do. So Spank, nice boost off that missed shot to recover and capitalize.
12, 11, 10.
So with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, much lower scoring game, a lot of heavy possession time, teams keeping this disc, very few scoring attempts. Nova is at least playing it and keeping the pace of this game to what they want to be playing.
Absolutely. You got to feel at least decent. I mean, keeping it tied, just knowing that the barrage that they saw from round 1 isn't still a thing. And look at that, side winding in, but Zesper snatches it right out with a quick reaction.
Looking to capture this second round victory, but not able to get that pass as it bounces off the head of one of the players of Nova.
And rolls right to Ascend's hand. So Ascend will go for that clear, or that pass rather, to the mid line, just retaken again. So the pass is not quite as crisp as they want, but just the same, the shots there for Instinct not hitting center either. So can't find themselves an open goal that time.
So looking through that clear for the mid and getting it is Nova. Nova not able to recover, getting stunned out at mid. And a nice back pass from Instinct goes out.
And what a change of pace this is. Again, the passes right now from either team really not super clean. And finding a lot of these clears, a lot of these bounces going around, possession changes all abound. At this point, pretty much any score with 2 minutes left could be the sealant on this one for whoever gets it.
But this is what Nova needs to do. They need to control the pace of this game. They need to get the momentum. And they need to stop Instinct from getting that unstoppable momentum that they had the first round.
Now some good patience there, but just losing it. So Venom gets stunned by Kavichi, and now the brawl is, or the boosts are out, and that will be V2 slapped on in a very timely fashion from Kavichi.
Instinct really able to play on transition, capitalize off these quick changes in possession. Nova trying to stop them from doing that by holding the disc and creating a different possession.
So Sir Dimwee down low. They're down by 2. They need this second round. They need a score here. 2 or 3 does not matter. But they want to see some solid execution if they want to go to a third round. That one getting almost executed on the stuns, but luckily the stack just missing it. So that is a fortuitous turn of events. Now see, though, if Nova can maintain. Looks like they're, right now, just more brawls forming, piling up here. Taken by Kavichi. That clear is going to be damaging. 45 seconds left. The boost, the boost could be the dagger. Now the open goal going to sit here for a moment. Ascend recovering up top on that delivery, and that will be potentially the ice on this game for Instinct. Up by 4 points. 27 seconds. That's you know, I'm not a mathematician, but it is pretty narrow at this point. So I do believe Instinct just looking good to take this away.
Nova able to control the pace of this game in the second round, stopping Instinct from getting that huge victory they did in the first round, but not able to secure the second round victory to force the third round.
That's a tough loss there for Nova. They had, like you said, just the pacing was much more their style, but unfortunately, the execution on the passes, not quite what they wanted. A little bit, some of it caused by the defense over on Instinct, some of it just kind of unforced. Honestly, it applied to both teams. We saw it from Instinct as well. They were missing some open goals and some open passes, but you know, just both teams a little bit out of sorts here in the second round, possibly just because of that momentum stopping server change that took a little while there, and neither team really found a great rhythm here late.
As the players talk about how they're excited for the Chicago server, hopefully they won't face as much latency as they did this round, as Venom experienced some lag and trying to find a different server to remedy the issue, but unable to.
Yeah, there were a couple instances here on the spectator side of things, definitely. A little bit unfortunate there, but hey, as they mentioned, Chicago server coming soon, TM. Now, you know what else is coming soon? Another match. 15 minutes. We have Skull Crusaders versus Reboot. And that will be our final match of tonight, coming pretty soon.
And with that said, I do have to go, so I have to thank everybody while Palidore leads you out till the next match.